Hey there, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moonlit Waters. I'm really happy you stopped by. We're going to take a look at the energy for the week of December 20th through the 26th. We're going to kind of split this up a little differently. I'm not going to be doing readings later this week. These are the only readings for the week, so we're going to cover the weekly. And then I'm going to pull some cards for that solstice we have coming up and see kind of what the energy is for you and what to work with over the course of the next 6 months. So, one of the things that I want to kind of draw your attention to is the reason why you should always check out your sun, your moon, and your rising, and that is because your sun sign, it's how you feel, like how you see the world. It is the core, it is your soul, it is your value system. And so it is really important. But on the daily, weekly reading thing, if you really want to know what's happening, use the chart calculator below and to find out what your rising sign is, because that's how you interact with the world. It is your personality, it is how things come to you, it is your health, it is your physical body. And so it's probably more useful in the shorter term readings that you get on the weeklies. And then if you check out your moon sign to know how you're going to react and respond to things. And so really to get a complete picture of what's going on in your life, you should check out your sun, your moon, and your rising. And I try to make that super easy. The other thing is, of course, I do everything in Eastern time zone. So I put in a time zone calculator down there because I can't do that. So this week I'm kind of dividing it out because we have the energy. We start out with the moon in Capricorn. And it's kind of like it's moon day, right? Monday's moon day. And so it sets up the tone for the week and how do you feel as you enter into the week. And so kind of what is your overall energy? And then this week, the moon shifts into all four of the elements. And so we're going to kind of take a look at how that all flows along for you. But we start off this week on Monday with that moon in Cancer. It is going to be opposing Mercury and well, no, it won't oppose Mercury. It'll be opposing Venus, and it will be opposing I can't talk. Pluto. So there's kind of a little tension around that, but Mercury there is it is in trine with Uranus, and so it's how do you want to make these changes without this tension that you're feeling, and you're being encouraged to use acceptance. And so this is the acceptance of the situation for what it is. And this is also acceptance for yourself. Like, accept yourself for who you are. You are unique, you are special, you are amazing just the way you are. And so is everyone else. And even though we don't always show our best sides to everyone, you can accept, if you try, that everybody is trying to do the best they can, right? They're trying to do the best they can. And a lot of times, this I think is more about you can't control what's happening right now. There is a lot of tension going on this week. We have Uranus in Taurus, in almost exact, by Friday morning, in exact square with Saturn in Aquarius. And so this tension, we've been feeling it all year. This is the third exact square. They're going to kind of drift apart over the course of 2022, but they come within 1 degree of each other again in October. So this is energy, just this tension, right? There's this constant tension. It's like the background noise to everything that's going on in your life. And today, it kind of really, over the course of the few days this week, it kind of feels like it's really building. And you will probably think, oh my gosh, it's just I have all this stuff to do. I don't have any, I've got so much going on because I'm trying to get ready for the holiday weekend. I want to encourage you to just accept that there's a lot of tension going on. There's a lot of activity going on. There's a lot of background noise. And to allow yourself to enjoy the holiday, allow yourself to feel it, and just go, okay, I'm going to accept that there's a lot of tension and background noise, but I'm going to take my own space, and I'm going to be in my own emotional waters, and I am going to enjoy this time because I can, because that's what I choose to do. So I kind of feel like that's the energy, the tone you kind of want to set for yourself this week as we move into it. Tuesday, we get the winter solstice. I love the winter solstice. It makes me so happy because that means now that we are getting maybe only a second or two at a time, but the days are getting longer, not shorter, right? So that happens at 10:59 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the U.S. Of course, if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, you're like, it is the longest day of the year, and there's something really pleasant about that. There's really nothing to not like about the solstices, no matter where you are. Okay, so the energy is shifting, though, and so we're going to pull cards for that at the end of this. But the moon moves into Leo at 4:54 p.m. on Tuesday. And so this moon in Leo will be there on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And the moon in Leo, it's a little fiery. It's a little aggressive. It wants to enact change. It is the 5th house of the zodiac. And so 5 is change. It wants to create change. And we have all this tension going on. So the moon is going to be on Wednesday in exact opposition with Saturn. And Saturn is squaring Uranus. And so that's the outlet point of this T-square about creating changes. So there is an opportunity for a very dynamic situation. And how that plays out is going to be different for everyone, but you kind of get to choose how you want to handle that. So staying focused on what you want allows you to ignore the background noise. This is excellent. You have Yule, which is focus. You have the Jade Emperor, which is organization, and you have Anubis, protection. The way to manage this energy for you will be to stay in your own lane, focus on what it is you're trying to do, accept that there's a lot of background noise happening, and not allow yourself to get caught up in the current of it. And so there is a way through this. There is a way through this, but it's going to take being organized, planning your stuff, allowing space for everybody else who does not have their crap together. And just take a deep breath and look around and go, oh, look, there's holiday decorations. Oh, look, there's a bird over there. I think if you can allow yourself to feel a little more zen, it's going to be very helpful for you. I think that you have the ability to navigate this energy better than most because this energy is in flow with you. It's another fire sign. So I think you can get through this. So just something to keep in mind. That exact square happens at 2:17 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the U.S. It is at 11 degrees. So if you have anything in the fixed signs, so that would also be Leo and Taurus and Aquarius and Scorpio, then I think that you will feel this probably more than most, but honestly, everybody's feeling it. And it's the tension that builds up because once you get to that part, it's kind of like a balloon. You keep blowing into it and blowing into it and blowing into it, and then it gets to that part where it pops, and then it's like, oh. So the balloon sort of pops in the overnight hours here in the Eastern Time Zone. So if you, I think that you will find that moon gets into Virgo at 3:24 a.m. So just like 2 hours later. And I think that you will find that it feels easier. And you'll be like, well, it's because it's the holidays. And that definitely helps. But also I feel the tension is easing. It's still there, though. Family dinners can be interesting. All right. Ooh. Yes. Okay. So family dinners can be interesting. I haven't had to say that with anyone else, but it came out, and then this came out. So you have resolved conflicts and face your fears. There is some really gentle, nurturing energy. All I'm seeing is a controlled burn. Okay, so some things are going to have to be cleared out. Aries, we're going to get you some advice on that. I'm only doing this reading this week. So let's I don't want to leave that hanging there. Not even a little bit. All right. So, the readings are a little longer. That's okay. I'm looking for advice on how to handle this really stormy situation that's coming up. The reason I say it's a controlled burn that clears chaos out and it allows for new growth is you have the spring card, new growth. And so I think that whatever gets cleared out allows for opportunities to come forward later. But let's take a look at exactly how we can manage this. On Sunday, that moon is going to be in Libra, which is your 7th house of partnership. It should be bringing in a sense of well-being and balance. So while I'm getting this advice card, these cards are not helping me very much, and I'm wondering if I need a different deck. Okay. Like they're not shuffling. So for those of you that are celebrating Christmas, Merry Christmas to you. For those of you that get to enjoy, that's interesting too. They get to enjoy Boxing Day. Have fun with that. For those of you that are celebrating Kwanzaa, I don't know how to say it. I hope that it is totally enjoyable for you. Let's just see what we get here. This is the Divine Feather Messengers. They're shuffling nicely. I knew I was going to get the Blue Jay. Okay. Blue Jay likes to stand its ground, but it's a little aggressive, right? So the Blue Jay says, the time is right to access and master your abilities. Do so with humility and control. I think you're going to speak your mind. I do. I think you're going to speak your mind about something. It will resolve the conflicts. I think that you're going to have to speak up and face your fears and do that. I do think, though, if you do it with humility. So this isn't angry. This is a controlled burn. This is speaking your mind. This is going for standing for yourself and what you need, but without burning down the house, right? And then we have the Pheasant. The time is right for creation and connection. Focus your attention in these areas. So creation and connection. That's lightning. You have the Focus card coming up again, right? So what is it that you're having this conflict about and what needs to be discussed? And so stay focused on the topic. You know how it is when you get in an argument and all of a sudden things you did like from 1,000 years ago, blah, 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 and then you did this and you never took care of that and you really starburst out there. Don't do that. What is the one thing? Stay focused on this one thing that needs to be discussed. Stay calm about it and seek resolution, right? Moon in Libra is seeking resolution. It's seeking balance. It's seeking the give and take. And so should something be addressed? Obviously, the answer to that question is yes. Okay, so, but stay focused on it. Don't allow everything to starburst out. If the other party starts bringing up other stuff, either bring them back to the topic at hand or calmly say, I really want to discuss this with you, but we need to talk about only this, and I guess at another time when you're ready. When do you think you'll be ready? Because we need to talk about it. We have the Owl. Your intuition is correct. Follow your inner wisdom without fail. So pick your moment. Pick your moment. Have the conversation. Keep it under control. A little less fire. A lot more control. All right, let's set that aside. I want to get into wow. All right, I want to get into. Sorry, I'm laughing. So I have a brother and a sister that are Aries, and my dad was he was pretty fiery, and my mom, she had some fire strong in her chart, and family dinners. There were multiple family dinners where the dinner roles were projected across the room. I'm just saying, it happens. Okay, so did I really just do that? Because I'm talking to you guys, I think I stuck. I don't know. I have no idea what I did. Oh, there they are. I have no idea what I did with this deck. All right, so let's talk about the winter solstice. Oh my gosh. I love doing the Aries readings because they always take me back to my family and my childhood. And it's always really interesting to me to see things from that other perspective of I have no fire in my chart that's really significant. And so, you know, I never really understood much of what was going on at those times. And now I'm like, oh, that's what was going on. All right. So I need space to do this in. All right, so here we go. Pulling the energy in. Let's look at that solstice, shall we? So this is a period of the next 6 months. How can you use this energy to your best advantage? What should you focus on? How can you use this? Okay. It is the Celtic Tree Oracle. Because trees take so long to grow, it feels really appropriate to use longer spans of time and energy to discern something like this. And you have the willow tree. The willow tree is very emotional energy, right? It takes up a lot of water. And my mom, she planted one in the backyard, and she thought she planted it far enough from the well. No. Had to drill a new well. Okay, so this one, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, January 24th through February 20th, and if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, this is July 24th through August 20th. So, it's the energy of winter, right? So, the feminine principle, cooperation, fertility, intuition. Ooh, that owl again. The moon and her cycles, water, emotion, creativity, and community. You can expect a meeting with the mysteries and the powers of enchantment, magic, and the moon. You can expect to have a psychic or an intuitive encounter. Dreams and synchronicities are important. Pay attention to your intuition. Meditation and contemplation are important. If you could really focus in over the course of the next 6 months on the cycles of the moon. The North Node has moved into Taurus. If you are an Aries rising, that is your second house of value. Self-esteem, self-worth, finances, whatever it is that you value. And using the cycles of the moon, there's an eclipse. There will be 2 eclipses that happen at that time. But there are other cycles of the moon. January 2nd. January 2nd is the new moon in Capricorn. The new moon in Capricorn is about planting your seeds of intention, knowing that what it is that you're planting will need structure. It will need consistency and determination on your part to bring it to fruition. That being said, that is a well-supported moon because of all the planets that are hanging out in Capricorn right now. And so paying attention as we go through the next 6 months to the cycles of the moon and how to best use them. To use that as energy of when do I put energy in, when do I prune or harvest, and I mean this idea. So whatever it is that you're trying to create or manifest and bring in, when is a good time to let go of control of the situation? When do I need to nurture it? When do I need to come up with new ideas? So working with the flow of the moon cycles. And so, of course, we do that here on this channel. So I know you can get the information here, but there are other places too. This is a tree that supports you in honoring your feelings. When you are having an emotional moment, be kind to yourself. Treat yourself with kindness. So this week, this acceptance, but also taking that acceptance forward, like just accepting the fact this is how you actually feel about it, and you have the right to have those conversations. Pick your timing, I think will be important. May you feel very nurtured and supported. This number 14 That's a blackthorn. But I can't help but notice that's the number of change. So I feel like could really change things up. This is this is a harvest kind of energy here. In the Northern Hemisphere, this is September 5th through October 2nd. So not necessarily that time frame, but definitely that energy of the season, that energy of harvesting. Now, if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, this is March 5th through April 2nd, so very salient to where we are right now. Protection, boundaries, fate, strife, negation, outside influences, disruption, learning from challenges, drawing on spiritual strength, new direction or opportunity, and renewal. Okay. You are in need of protection energetically, like the spike-like thorns of this tree can help, especially when you visualize a black horn thicket springing up around you to shield you. This tree can help you to set clear, strong boundaries about what and whom you will let in and what and whom you will not. Although you may not have a choice about what is happening in your life, you do have the choice about how you relate to any challenges. Right? That's where the choice always lies. Drawing this tree can remind you to choose the equanimity that will help you to move through these difficult times. So in other words, choosing to stay in balance. I am strong and impenetrable. I challenge you to see any difficulty you may now be experiencing as an opportunity to let go of a pattern that is harmful to you or holding you back from growth and maturity. You may resist, so that acceptance comes in again. If you can accept the situation for what it is, then you can discern what is necessary to keep and what is necessary to let go in your life. You may resist, but sooner you look to your own attitudes and beliefs, the sooner you can get on with your life. When you run into trouble, look into your own mind, heart, and soul. Put your attention on what you are learning and what is required of you. Seek the higher road. Apply patience. Be kind to yourself and others. Breathe deeply and know that this too shall pass. So really staying focused, again, protection, because that showed up here too. So I feel like this is really like this general energy here of meaning to allow stuff to be background noise, to only allow into your auric field that which you want to deal with, having clear, healthy boundaries. So not letting the energy vampires in, not letting people overload you with too much work, not allowing people to suck your energy out from you, and focus on what it is that you want to grow and what it is that you want to control, and organize your life. I think the more you organize your life and your space, so this may actually be literally clearing space in your house. And then, it could be something as simple as, oh gosh, okay, I clean houses for a living. And I love it because I go into a place that may or may not be in great shape when I get there, but it always looks better when I leave. It looks perfect, right? I'm like, that was good. It was like, it's very rewarding to me. It's kind of like when you're painting in a room and you paint it and it's all done and it looks totally different and it's like, that's so nice, right? But the one thing I really like about cleaning other people's homes is that when I leave, I don't have to watch the husband come home and drop his shit. Sorry. Or the kids come home and kick off their shoes and backpacks everywhere. Or, or even me walking in and dropping my stuff as I'm walking through that. It doesn't fall apart in front of my eyes, right? There's something really irritating about that. So there is a need to create an organization that works, right? Like have a place for everything in your life. Your time, your energy, maybe your physical life, but there's a need to create some safe, healthy boundaries around yourself and focus on what it is that you want, what you're trying to create. What is it that you really want to do? All right, I try not to swear on my channel. I'm really sorry about that. All right, so you guys have a great holiday season. Enjoy it. Stay in the moment. When you're feeling stressed out, I can't express to you enough the value of taking a moment to take a deep breath and take in the scene and really observe what's happening. So I was at my niece's wedding and she was stressing out. We were getting ready for it. We were setting up for the reception. And she was stressed out because she had so much to do. And I kind of feel like this is the energy we get right before the holidays anyway. There's so much to do and all these things are going on and everything. And I walked over and I put my arm around her. I said, take a deep breath. Okay, now let it out. Now look around. What do you see over there? Look at your mom holding your baby. Look over there. Do you see the kids helping out? Do you see, your sister and what she's doing? Like, I walked her around the room with her eyes. I said, this is what you should be remembering, not the stress. This is a moment to enjoy. Make this a weekend that you really enjoy. All right? Only comes around once a year. Live it up. All right, you guys take good care of yourselves. I will see you back here next week when I do the weeklies. And then I will also next week I'll get all the monthlies out. But I needed some downtime. This is always a difficult time of year for me. And I need to take care of myself. So that's what I'm doing. You guys have a really lovely week. You can make it for yourself that way. All right? Take good care. I'll talk to you soon.